Yeah, I want us to discuss readiness that proves to you that you are ready to do business. Attitude, habits, uh, strategies that gets you prepared to do business. The first thing is that you have to be sociable. You have to check your ego. You have to be a humble person. You know, an arrogant person doing business may not succeed because people like to resist someone who is arrogant. You will encounter customers who will test your patience. You will encounter customers who will try your patience, who will irritate you, who will offend you, who will want to prove that they are right even when they are wrong. And you have to endure them. You have to tolerate them because you need the money that they have in their hands. So be patient, be tolerable, and don't let your ego come into what you are doing. And then keep your ideas simple and not complex. Complex ideas are difficult to implement, especially at the beginning when you have not gained mastery. Anything that is difficult, people don't want to do it. When the process of buying from you is too complex, people will not want to complete that transaction. When coming to trace you in your brick and mortar shop is difficult, people will not come. So simplify your process, simplify everything about your business so that people can easily understand it. If somebody buys a product from you and it's difficult, too technical to couple or too technical to install, they will abandon it. They will not want to do so. Find ways to make sure that the things you are doing are not things that are difficult to implement, are not things that are difficult to process, are not things that are difficult to understand. Take time to educate your customers on the things that you do so that when your name comes to their ear, they will associate you with that product and they will understand you when you show them your product. Why? Because you have taken time to break it down on how it works, on what it is, on how it can benefit them, especially on how it can benefit them. And then you have to be prepared for the worst. Business can fail at any point in time. Your investment can fail at any point in time. So be ready to take it in good strides and then find ways to bounce back, learn from the experience, and begin afresh. When you are too emotional that you can't recover from losses, then you can't do business. When you are too scared to take risk, then you can't do business. You must be willing to risk your money. You must be willing to risk your resources. You must be willing to risk your time. You must be willing to take that risk. Otherwise, no gain will come to you. Business can go for the worst at any point in time. And don't let your heart be broken about that. Dust yourself up, pick yourself up, and find a new way to begin afresh, more intelligently, learning from the experience that you just had. Then, no need to be original. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. What people do, how business function is that people pick products that are already existing and find new way they can tweak it to become new. People look at the way others are rendering their services. They now see what are the customers complain about those products, about those services, and then solve those problems in the process. And then they will have something new. So be willing to adapt what others are doing creatively. You must bring in uniqueness into what already exists in order for you to have a carve out on the market. For you to have people that will be interested in what you're doing, you must find a way to do it a little bit different from what already exists. You don't need to start something new, but you need to do that old thing in a new way. So the solution is find a product that already exists. Is it the shape that you can change? Is it the color that you can change? Is it the durability that you can change? Is it the attractiveness that you can change? Is it the packaging that you can change? And once you find that area where you can bring in uniqueness, then remodel it to suit that purpose, particularly where it solves customers' complaining challenges. You will carve a niche for you in the market. And again, you have to avoid too many startup costs. Some people at the beginning of their business try to accommodate so much debt in the process, want to get everything before they start. That puts them at disadvantage. Avoid too many startup costs. As much as possible, there's what is called bootstrapping. You are starting business with lean budget, and then you manage yourself gradually, build up gradually, plug in your profit back into the business and grow gradually. And in the process of growth, you are gathering experience. And in the process of growth, you are building resilience. And in the process of growth, you are building more clientele, more trust. And then you grow gradually. Anything that grows gradually stands the test of time. You don't start building from the top, you build from ground upwards. So avoid too many startup costs. Avoid debt that is not necessary. Don't borrow money for furniture. Don't borrow money for machineries that cannot bring you immediate returns. There are some kind of debts that you will acquire at the beginning of your business. Repayment of that debt, interest on that debt may crumble your business. So everything requires meticulous calculation and planning. Then you have to be frugal with spending. You have to be frugal with spending. You must learn to deny yourself some things that you need now in order for you to build huge database of finances and resources. That's what is called delayed gratification. Don't be in a haste to buy that car. Don't be in a haste to build that house. Don't be in a haste to buy that wristwatch. Don't be in a haste to wear that clothes. Put back the money into your business. And as the business grows and expands, after a while, your revenue generation will improve. And then the business can now fund those lifestyle that you denied yourself 3 years, 4 years, 5 years ago. So have knack for delayed gratification and always be careful in your spending. Frugality sometimes can imply wisdom in order to enable you build your business to have solid capacity. And then be careful who you bring in as partners. Be careful who you employ to work with you. If you choose the wrong people to work with you, they can steal from your business and your business will crumble. Do due diligence before you bring in people in the name of employment. Don't get your brother to work for you if he doesn't have capacity to handle that responsibility or handle that position. If he doesn't have the skill to be useful for the business growth, then don't bring him in. Your children must not be put in positions where they have to be in management, where they have to have strong authority that they don't have the capacity to handle. They will ruin your business. They will run your business down, and everybody will go back to debt and go back into suffering. So be careful as you bring in partners. That somebody is your good friend doesn't mean that he will make a very good business partner. Some people will want to reap benefits, and they wouldn't want to be part of the tedium, the work involved. They want to gain much when money starts coming in, and they're not willing to sacrifice in order to build a business. And when you want to disagree with them, they will want to frustrate you. They will want to ruin what you have built. Be careful as you take partners. Be careful as you employ people. It is very, very essential. Then start business where you can make profit as soon as possible. If you're going to wait for the next 6 months before you see the first money coming into your business, you will end up being frustrated. So start a business that revenue, the cash flow will be steady. It may be little trickling in, but that steady flow of resources will help to keep the business afloat, and that will keep on giving you motivation. That will keep on helping you to stay and keep on working until the business grows to sustain your expense. So also know that if your business is to survive, you are the one that will do the work. You are the one that will take responsibility. You are the one that will be in charge. Whether it is to be or not to be is all up to you. Don't shift blame on anybody. Don't say my manager did this. Don't say my staff did that. No. Take responsibility for their supervision. If somebody is not capable, take him out, remove him. Take responsibility. Shout where you need to shout. Sack where you need to sack. Work 10 hours where you need to work 10 hours. Work 12 hours without sleep when you need work 2 days without sleep when you need to work 2 days to see your business successful. If it ends up failing, that is your business. If you are in debt, you are the one that debtors will call to collect their money. So do everything, ginger yourself or gear up. Business success is not a walk in the park. You must have to do what it takes in order for you to succeed. Again, don't let anything stop you. Don't have excuse. Let there be no excuse for you to fail. If you fail, that is your business. If you succeed, that also is your gain. So don't let anything stop you. Find solution to the challenges that you face. That's just it. A lot of people can't take any action because they have excuses. Don't have any reason for you not to take action. Don't have any reason for you not to fail. If you fail, know that you did your best. And that's enough, or that in itself is an encouragement. And then it will motivate you to start again, because you now know what not to do in order not to fail. You now know what to do in order to succeed. So failure is not bad. It's part of the business. It's not business that has foolproof guarantee of success. No. That is why it is called a risk venture. Ucheka is my name, and I want to say thank you very much.